Hi, everybody. Sorry, I'm running about 30 minutes behind, but like I said, I did have an appointment that ran a little bit behind, so it ran me behind picking up the kids. So I apologize for that. But hello to everybody in the room, and thank you for waiting. I guess I appreciate it. Hi, Red. Hi, Jay. Hi, Paula. Hi, my lady, the first lady. Hi, Melanie and Lady D. Okay. Hey, Judy. Hi, Angie. Okay, so basically I have 3 pages worth of notes because when I heard this girl make this comment this morning about tarot card readers and psychic wasting the police's time, I had it with her. Like I said, she's Casey Anthony Jr., number 1. And I'm just going to get that straight out from the beginning. Like, she is Casey Anthony, number 2. Like I said, I don't know if she tried to take notes from her. Like, I don't know what this girl did, but she's full of crap. And that's why she's still being sitting at the police station since 4:00 this afternoon. Because last night she sat there in that interview and said, oh, well, the police aren't doing anything, so I'm going to go get her myself tonight. So where is she? Because you said you were going to go get her, right? So where is she? I said, and I guarantee you that's what the police did this morning. They probably go, yeah, you want to say we ain't doing nothing? You said you were going to go get her last night. So where is she? I said, and she didn't have her still, I'm sure. So, obviously, or it would have been reported that she was found. So, basically, this girl is just full of it. So I know I'm kind of like a little bit jumping from all over the place, but this is like a lot of stuff I've been collecting throughout the day about it. Like I said, and then she talks about, like I said, I know we're going to get to the gypsy part. Yeah, and maybe she is pregnant, but that kind of even gives it more motive if she's pregnant. And then the stolen car was Hunter's parents' car, I believe. So why would Hunter steal his parents' car if he had nothing to do with it? Again, and then when he's referring to the baby, he's calling the baby it. He never once calls Evelyn by her name. He doesn't even call her her. He says, I've never even seen it. Ever since I've been dating her, I've never seen it. This is a missing child you're talking about, and a girlfriend that now we're saying that she's it's been confirmed that she's pregnant with this kid, or at least we think it's his. So yeah, it just doesn't really make any sense. Now all of a sudden he has nothing to do with her once the Amber Alert comes out, but he's been with her this whole time in between. That's what I'm saying. He's lawyered up probably because he has the money to do it. So his family probably told him, stay out of it, don't speak to her, and we're going to get a lawyer. But what I do want to start with is we're going to kind of go back to the beginning here, because I know I kind of jumped into what happened today. Does anybody have any questions before I go to the beginning? I'm just curious, because it is stuff that I've picked up throughout the day, and there's also clips of things that she said herself. Hey, everybody, that Rex, hold on one second. My cat thinks he can play with everything at the moment. He's doing it again tonight. He's trying to eat envelopes. And he wonders why his tummy hurts. But, yeah, that's the other thing about, I said, we're going to get into that, Miss Texas, about the jewelry and things like that. But right now, I kind of want to, like, for the people who have it, and I have my pendulum just in case I need to use it to ask her questions. So that's just going to depend on if my spirit guides tell me to or not. But again, so we're going to go back to the day the Amber Alert was issued. Okay. So it says it was issued on 2/18/20 for Evelyn Boswell, who was 15 months old. She went missing in Sullivan County, Tennessee. If I pronounce anything wrong, y'all can feel free to correct it in the comments. Like I said, because sometimes I tend to say things backwards, even though, I mean, that's just the way my mind works. Sorry. So she was last seen, but the babysitter said the last time she had saw her was December 10th. So they believe the last day the baby was actually physically seen by anybody besides the lying mother and the lying grandmother and whatever her boyfriend is. So yeah, basically there's the 8. Yeah, she said the last day that she was seen was the 26th, but it was actually the 10th of December, not the 26th. Like I said, and the Amber Alert wasn't put out till February 18th of this year. So, and and her dad was the one that actually called it in. Now, this is the one that she's saying is the part that she's connected to the gypsy side, okay, which is crap. Okay, I'm going to call that out right now while I'm thinking about it. She says she's a gypsy, and that's a bunch of crap. And the reason why is because gypsies do believe in metaphysical things. So why she's on there talking to a reporter going, oh, well, all these tarot card readers and all these psychics are wasting the police's time. Because last time I checked, police don't sit behind a computer looking for a missing kid by watching tarot card readers or psychics. They kind of go on the word of the person who was supposed to be with them last, like you, Megan, Maggie, whatever your name is today. You were the one that was with your child last, not your mama. You and your boyfriend were. You and your boyfriend know where the girl is. Your mama probably knows where she is because y'all were all doing things like drugs and y'all decided to hide the situation once it went down. So like I said, you're not a gypsy because for one, your ass would be reamed right now for what you're saying and doing by the community that you are within, I believe. And number two, where's all the jewelry for the baby? They said they usually are wearing necklaces, bracelets, rings, things like that. So if you look at the pictures of the baby, she doesn't have on earrings. She doesn't have on a necklace. She doesn't have on a bracelet. She doesn't even have on a baby ring. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's certain things that she's saying. Like I said, she's making fun of the metaphysical stuff, but yet gypsies believe in that. She's calling herself gypsy and saying all this stuff. But gypsies don't play with children. Like like you do not touch children. Like, and you do not lie about children. So the fact that she's acting like this was going on for 2 months and they're proud gypsies, no. That would not be acceptable within any gypsy community that I've ever known of. So, and then she wanted to say that it's not like there's some big ringleader. And again, I'm not one, but I do know in most areas, there is one main person that they kind of all do answer to. So again, she's wrong on that too. So like I said, maybe there's certain areas where they don't, but for the most part, when you move around like that, there's one person who kind of runs each area. So again, she's lying about that too, because that's not how gypsies work. And then, let's see what else I put down that, I thought was important. Yeah, like I said, she said first that we were wasting their time, the tarot readers and psychics, because the cops were listening to us apparently. And then the next day she goes on video and say that the cops are wasting their time, that they're not listening to her. So she's going to go get her baby herself that last night. And she has no baby this morning. And now her ass is sitting in jail and has been sitting there since 4:00. So, yeah, I think that pretty much proves that she was full of shit last night too. And like I said, even during the interview, she's smirking. She's you can tell she's getting irritated. She says things and then she kind of like licks her lips or like bites her lips. And like if you notice a lot of that, if you ever watch Body Language, like Conscious Truth on here did a video about her body language earlier during that interview. If you check out her channel, like I said, that will show you like things like that, like how Chris Watts did. After he would say something that he shouldn't say or he knew he was lying, he would lick his lips. As I say, because it's a way of like saying that you knew you said there's something wrong or dirty or something. It's wrong. You're lying. So it's kind of a way of like cleansing what you said. That's why when Shane did his interview, he talked about drinking water because it was to rinse his dirty ass mouth from lying. So anyways, I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Like I said, this just pisses me off because it's a complete joke. She's made a joke out of this, her own daughter's disappearance, and then wants to blame it on everybody else. First, it's the tarot readers and the psychics. No, actually, first it's people that it was somebody that she didn't know that took the baby, or that she did know that took the baby, that they wouldn't answer the phone, but she wouldn't tell police who they were because she was concerned. Then she told them who they were, but they didn't have the baby. And so now she's sitting in, that's what I'm saying. Everything is just, like I said, it's too back and forth. That's what I'm saying. It's almost hard to keep up with. It's so annoying. Like I said, like, let me see. Yeah, on February 21st of this month, like I said, Megan, Maggie, whatever, she goes to juvenile court, right? She ignores the reporter after court and goes to the car and leaves. But then she calls the reporter back. And that's another thing when she's talking through the interview. She's making comments about the little girl, how she walks funny, things like that. That's kind of like if your kid's missing, that's not really something that I would say. I mean, there was nothing that she was really saying. Again, and she wasn't calling her really by her name. She wasn't, it was like I said, it was weird. The interview that she called back for, I said she wasn't crying. She wasn't distraught. She's not upset. I mean, at this point, she knows her daughter's been gone for 2 months. Like I said, and then she's blaming it on her mother. Then it's the tarot psychic. Like I said, at first it's her mom's fault. Then it's the tarot psychic and reader's fault. And then now it's the police's fault. And now her ass is sitting in jail. So I wonder whose fault it really is. Or she's sitting in a police station at least. So the biological father is supposed to be Ethan Perry on active duty. But there's also an Eric Smith that she went to high school with, which they believe is the real father, actually, of the baby. So I don't know, Maggie or Megan, can you tell us who Eric Smith is? Because apparently that's who you were having a relationship with behind Ethan's back, and that's how you ended up pregnant, and why you don't know who the baby's dad is. So apparently that's an issue too. So let's see what else you've done. Oh yeah, she's saying that she couldn't take a lie detector test because she was pregnant. Last I checked, that doesn't have anything. It won't affect your pregnancy in any way because it's nothing but wires. And like I said, they're not even admissible in court. So, I mean, I don't know. It's just to deny even taking the test, you already denied it. So that proves you're lying. And number two, like I said, even if you are pregnant, I don't care what anybody says. Like I said, it does not affect your lie detector test whatsoever by you being wired up to a couple of wires that pick up your heartbeat, because you go to the doctor and do that every month when you're pregnant anyways. So, yeah, all of her story does not add up to her surveillance or eyewitness testimony. So I'm trying to see if there's anything that she's saying that everybody else is wasting their time finding her. But yet again, she went for 2 months and she's not even the one that reported the child missing. So like I said, it'd be interesting to know what group of gypsies she's actually claiming that she runs with, where she's from. She has 3 different aliases. And let's see, do I have anything else? No, at the moment, I don't. I'd still like to know if who's the real baby to Evelyn, though. Is it Eric or is it Ethan? Because I don't think she even knows. So, yeah, and then Hunter said that the whole time he dated her, he never saw Evelyn once. And actually, he never even said her. He said he never saw it once. So that was a bit odd, too. Because you were dating this girl for 2 to 3 months, she changed her last name on Facebook to your last name. And yet this girl had a baby. You knew about it. You never saw it. And you never wondered where it was or what it, anything like that. So, oh, she is arrested? Good. So I figured she would be. That's why I told Miss Texas on the way home. I said, she's not leaving. If she's been there since 4, she's not leaving. Because like I said, she's full of shit. She's wasted their time. Like I said, they could charge her with numerous things just for what she's done. Like I said, she didn't report the child missing. That's child endangerment. Like I said, I mean, that's like I could go on forever. Like I said, lying to the police. Wasting time, impeding investigations, there's so many things they could charge her with that it's like that alone can give her 15 years in jail. And that's not even on top of what she's just done. Like I said, and she sits there and she smirks in her interview. And it's like, girl, like I said, if you watch A Real Grieving Mother, Gannon's mom, I know there's others that I just can't think of at the moment because I'm a little bit irritated with the way that she sat through that interview last night with that stupid smirk on her face. Like I said, you look at, or Shanann's mom, you look at these people when they're giving their interviews and like you cry with them, right? Like you want to hold them. You want to be like, oh my gosh, I'm here for you. Like this is such a horrible thing that's happened. You watch this girl in her interview and it makes you just want to smack the fuck out of her and be like, girl, like, you better tell us where that baby is, or we will, like, drag you and make you fucking tell us where she is, because this is getting to be ridiculous. Like I said, I'm glad she's in custody, but like I said, it shouldn't have taken this long. Whenever they found out that the grandfather's the one that reported it, and that she didn't report it, and that she first said it was the parents, then it was the psychics, and then it was the tarot readers that were messing it up for her. Then it was the cops themselves. And now she's arrested. I said, it's a bunch of crap is what it is. That's what I'm saying. Then she's claiming to be a gypsy, but she's not, because gypsies don't believe and what she's claiming or saying, or everything that she's saying about it is not true. That's what I'm saying. Gypsies believe in metaphysical things. She's lying about that. So I don't know why she's making jokes about tarot readers and psychics, because they believe in that. Like I said, and 3, like I said, they don't look like gypsies. Like I said, or they don't. Like I said, I know that there's some too that do wear regular clothes. That's what I'm saying. It would be interesting to know what group of gypsies she's claiming that she comes from. So yes, we are. I haven't even started the reading it yet, Carissa. Like I said, I'm basically just saying how this girl reminds me so much of Casey Anthony, and I hate Casey Anthony because, like I said, again, when Casey Anthony did what she did, my son was about the same age. And again, my son's 2, and her daughter's what, like now 15 months, 16 months, you know, she's been missing. So that's what I'm saying, like, but that's how old she was when she went missing. So it's like, it's just like they're too close to my kid's own age, and there's no reason at all to not report them missing, and then to sit there and run the police in circles on a wild goose chase, and then blame it on fucking tarot readers and psychics. So let me say, like I said, so you're telling me, like I said, the police are sitting at the police station watching our tarot card readings and our psychic videos, not mine because I'm not a psychic. Like I said, but that's what you're telling me. All of that's wasting their time. Bullshit. You wasted the time. You wasted 2 months, and then you've wasted this whole last week by going, well, I know where she is, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to go get her myself, but then you still don't produce her. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sick of it. Like I said, I don't understand where these people are thinking they can do this with their children, why they're getting away with it. That's why I said it's going to end up being a whole world of shit, like a whole can of some shit being open that you don't want opened in soon, I think, because parents are going to start demanding more answers as to why things are not being done correctly about these children. So I don't know. Again, I'm going to stop for a second to see what y'all are talking about because I know I'm ranting a bit. I'm sorry. But like I said, she reminds me so much of Casey Anthony. It's sickening. Hey, Ren. Hey, Angela. Oh, yeah. What was that? First Lady. What's the source? Like I said, I have the clip of her making the joke about or saying that she was going to go get the baby herself, but I've posted most of that stuff, and I'm pretty sure if y'all haven't heard of it, y'all can put y'all's hands up and I'll play the clip. But it's the clip of her saying that the psychics and the tarot readers were basically the ones that were wasting the police's time. And then the third one is her saying that she was going to go get the baby because the police were wasting her time. But she waited 2 months to report her missing. And she actually didn't even report her missing. So, yeah, they're being transported back to wherever I don't know where they arrested them at, but they're being transported back. The mom is being transported back, I want to say today or tomorrow, and then the boyfriend's being transported back. I put it on my Twitter account. I did add my Twitter, my Instagram, and my Facebook page to my about section. And then if you go to my main page, like up by where it says Southern Soul Tarot, there's like a little box and it's got all these links and stuff in it. You can click on the ones, like I said, and that's where I put like the news articles and stuff leading up to these readings. So it kind of will like fill you in throughout the day. So if y'all can follow me on Instagram or like Facebook on the Southern Soul Tarot page, that would be great because I put a lot of information on that. So whenever y'all get here, it'll kind of be updated throughout the day if y'all have a chance to look at it. So what did Melanie say? I don't know who Brian Lads is. I'm sorry, Stu. I guess like another YouTuber, but I really don't get that much of a chance to look at it. Yeah, she's a shitty mom. That's why I put the pictures next to them. You can see them. They both have those crappy ass grins on their face where they think they're getting away with something. Like the day that they sentenced her, she grinned. Like Casey, or they didn't sentence her, but the day they basically let her go, she's like grinning about the fact that she's getting let go. But at the same time, it's like, so you're claiming that someone's killed your daughter and you're devastated, but you're you're grinning that you're getting let go. And then she got pissed off when she found out it wasn't the next day and she had to wait another week. She was pissed. Like, you could see it in the trial. Like, I think she was wearing like a blue sweater or something if you watch the interview. Like, once they tell her she has to wait a week, you can see her whole demeanor change. And she just is like, now you can tell she's like, I'm pissed. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, bitch, like, you're lucky you even got off at all. They should have gave you death. Just like, I hope, like I said, I don't know where Megan's at and if they have it there. But again, I'm from Texas and I believe in the death penalty. And if you can sit there and lie about your children missing for 2 months, like, you don't deserve to be here. I'm sorry, you don't. There's no remorse. Like I said, she's sitting there pretending to cry. Then she's smirking. Then she's giving smart ass remarks. It's like she's full of crap. That's what I'm saying. She's full of crap. There's no remorse. Oh, he's a psychic. Oh, that's the one you were telling me about, Red, that draws the pictures. Okay. So, yeah, I think I did, but I didn't, that's what I said. That's what I told Miss Texas. I was like, or the first lady, I was like, you know what? I was like, I hope they have her in that police station giving that bitch a hysterectomy right now. I really do. Like, cutting her tubes off. I don't give a crap if you send her into early menopause. Like, she should not be able to have no more children. That's what I'm saying. I hope they were in there giving her a hysterectomy, and that's what took so long. Like, seriously, she don't deserve to have babies after that. If you can let your like I said, her and Casey, like, the only reason Casey Anthony should have been able to get out of jail is by having a hysterectomy or by, like, tying her tubes. That would be the only way she should have been able to get out of jail. So just to guarantee us that she would never have another baby and the same thing would never happen again. So, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Again, like I said, I hate Casey Anthony. I think she's a joke. And so is this girl, Megan Boswell or Maggie Woods or Maggie Boswell or whatever the fuck her name is today. Whatever they fucking booked her name as, I guess, is her real name. Look, Sally has some shit to say that she thinks someone cares about. Does anybody want to give? I think she's giving up too much of her personal opinion. Don't y'all? I don't have to act professional, sweetheart. This is my channel, and I'll do whatever the hell I want to. So if you don't like it, you can leave. No, let her talk. Let's see what Miss Sally has to say that's so important. Because it sounded real stupid to me. So let's see what she said. Where's she at? Yeah, that's what I thought, bitch. Get out of here. I was saying, you're probably a horrible, shitty mom, too. That's probably why you're backing it up. And don't tell me to act professional. I can say whatever the fuck I want. Like I said, this is my channel. And I'm telling you right now, this girl did something to her baby. And that's why she's sitting in jail right now. And maybe you should be there, too, because obviously you got problems. So I said, maybe I'll read your sorry ass next to see what's wrong with you, too. So we're going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I apologize for being sassy. I know it's not something that I normally do very much. But like I said, this is the second time now that it's kind of like hitting close to home in the sense of like the Casey Anthony thing and now her and my kids being the same age. And this is going on way too much with the children. It needs to stop. So oh, she was nobody. So like I said, we're going to go ahead and start to channel Evelyn. And I want to know what she has to say about her mom and Hunter individually. And just so everybody knows, when y'all come into chats like this for so was it Sally? So Sally knows in the future. It's an opinion-based chat room. So if you don't like it, then go to a fact-based chat room. But I did just say a bunch of facts, so I don't know where the hell you were for that. Because I think, what did I read? I'm 24 minutes in, so I read 20 minutes of facts. So kiss my ass, Sally. Yeah. Sally's underneath Catress's desk. That's who was underneath it, not her husband. Sally was. Yeah, you missed something. It's okay. It's just somebody running their mouth trying to tell me how to talk on my own page because they don't like that I'm saying this girl's full of shit and that I should be more professional. Maybe you should go to a different page because it says once again that I do cuss and I say that in every one. So I said, and I'm sick of this girl. Everything she's done is nothing but lied for a week straight. And I'm saying she's wasted everybody's time, and then she's trying to act like everybody's wasted her time. I don't believe it. So we're going to call upon Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Samuel, and we're going to find out what was going on with the mom, Hunter, and her mother, and the boyfriend, the mother's boyfriend, because they all had something to do with it. I don't really feel like her father or her brother, like given their past or not, I don't feel like they had much to do with it. So, I'm going to ask her what her mother, what Hunter, and what she was doing the day that she disappeared. Yeah, they can kiss my ass. I said, this is my page. Don't come on my page and tell me how to act. If you don't like it, go away. It's that simple. Click off. That's what I'm saying. It's people, like I said, again, keyboard warriors, go away. I said, you can't tell me that anybody that doesn't report their child missing for 2 months doesn't have the right to be judged or spoken about when it's a public case. So, yeah, I don't really care. Well, the thing is like, what? Because I don't agree with her, the lying ass mom, and that makes me. I'm not fact based. Actually, like I said, and I'll show it again. I got up at 7 o'clock this morning. Once I saw what she did, this is how much stuff I've written down about her case since this morning. So if that ain't enough to prove that I check my facts, then you're just full of shit to begin with. So as I said, you're just here to cause problems. So again, like I said, we're going to be doing this channeling for Evelyn. Like I said, I want to know what she thinks of her mom, of Hunter, and her grandparents, and what happened and what they did with her. Like I said, if I have to keep going and if I need to even put out 20 to 30 cards, then we're going to keep going. I don't care how long it takes. I'm going to go until I keep getting answers so I get something. And I got angel answers out and clarifying cards. And if I need to pull out another deck, then I'll pull out another deck. Oh, here's Sally Vela again talking big shit. Sally, you're a joke. You're embarrassing yourself. So anyways, what was your mother doing the day that you went missing, Evelyn? She was laying down the burden again, like she was last time with the 10 of Wands. So that means she was getting rid of her. Her plan went through, so she was going to go ahead and get rid of her. So what else was your mother doing with the 10 of Wands? She brought in the Knight of Cups, which means it's a fasting moving energy. So she brought in an emotion, or maybe somebody brought in some emotions, and that's why she decided to put it down. Like I said, because I got the 2 of Cups in bickering for her and Hunter in the last reading. So I think she didn't want to deal with that anymore. So she brought in this cup of emotion, and she was going to choose him. And she did, obviously. So why are the Knight of Cups here for your mother and what she did? Yeah, here comes the Knight of Swords in reverse. So basically, she came in with a very she came in kind of being sweet to the girl, but then once they got her kind of where they wanted her, then that's when they kind of took advantage, because the swords, and again, in reverse, swords are playing with the mind. It's manipulation. It can be messing with your thoughts, and usually swords are known, like I said, it's to cut somebody. That's what I'm saying. So I'm not saying they did that, but what I'm saying is when you see like a king or a queen in reverse, it's off with their head. So the knight's kind of the same thing. When he's coming in, he's super aggressive. So she came in that day super aggressive to her daughter. She lost her emotions because she came in real quick, and then she like took it out on her daughter with the swords. What was Hunter doing when your mother was doing this? What was Hunter doing? He was loving it because it was for him. This is the same card that came out last time for them. The reason I asked him, what did Hunter have to do with your disappearance? And this is the card she showed me first. And then she showed me the 10 of Wands and one of the other ones. So again, she's showing me it was done because of love. They agreed upon it. That's why there's 2 of them. Who is float musicians? Just some other fucking dumb shit. Thanks for joining us. So why are the 2 of Cups here? Because of the Tower. So Hunter is the one that did it. The Tower is here. That means he is the one who shook the foundation by telling the mother that he loved her, and that the best thing that they could do was to get rid of her. Because if she is truly pregnant, it was a way to get rid of that child and start over, so they didn't have to deal with Ethan. Because she seemed very irritated by Ethan in the interview. Why is there so many trolls in here? Get a life. So the Tower. Why is the Tower here? She dropped 2 cards. Because you have the King of Cups again. He was all up in his emotions, acting like a dickhead, and he wanted everything. He had the 7 of Cups energy, so he wanted everything. Like he was overindulging. This is the sex, drugs, rock and roll card, basically. So he came in with a backwards emotion, and all he was caring about was making sure that he got the best of everything for himself and her. He's trying to act like he don't care about her now because that's what he's been told to do. But, I mean, he might not. I don't think he ever really probably cared about her that much to begin with. I don't know. But either way, he sure as fuck don't care about her now. That's for sure. He's trying to distance himself as far from her as possible. Anyway, so what does your grandmother and her boyfriend know about this? What do they have to do with it? Evelyn, can you tell me? They thought it would give her daughter and them some independence from the child. I think the child was with them the most. And so I think that's why there's the independence card. So the grandmother felt that would free their independence from that child, and that because they were drug addicts. They are drug addicts. They got the 7 of Cups. You can clearly see the mother and the boyfriend the grandmother and the boyfriend, her boyfriend, are drug addicts. And so is Maggie Boswell Woods, whatever her name is. And so is Hunter. So let's see why the 9 of Pentacles is here for the grandmother and the boyfriend. Yeah, they were holding on tight with the 4 of Pentacles. So basically money. They were holding on tight to what they wanted, the things they felt they deserved. And they felt she was getting in the way of it, right? Oh, thank you. So let's see why the 4 of Pentacles is here. So yeah, they rejoiced in it. So the grandmother and the boyfriend were completely in on it. So what I'm kind of feeling like what happened, just from this, and I'm not even clarifying yet, the mother and the boyfriend killed. I'm sorry, I'm gonna say it. I think the girl is passed, and that's the energy I feel. And I am gonna use my pendulum at the end before I do angel answers, because I'm getting pulled towards it to ask her directly. I said I'm not going to guarantee it's going to work great because I'm still learning to use the pendulum, but I will ask you to show me yes or no. I will ask it to tell me if it's Evelyn, and then I will ask her if the boyfriend or the husband had anything to do with it. So, wait, not the boyfriend or the husband, but the boyfriend or the grandparents had anything to do with it. I was going to say grandparents. I know it's her boyfriend, but I mean, let's be realistic. You can see why they're dating. They're drug addicts. So, I'll go ahead and clarify. anyways, welcome to everybody joining the room. As y'all are coming in, if you can give it a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. We're about to start the clarification for Evelyn and her mother, the mother's boyfriend, and the grandmother and her boyfriend. So as y'all are coming in, if y'all give it a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. It will help bring more positive energy into the room to knock some of these trolls out. That would be great. Like I said, because they seem to really be messing with the chat. Like I said, I'm not really following it because I am doing this. But like I said, as y'all are coming in, as y'all are coming in the room, if y'all can give it a thumbs up, if y'all want to help us, find Evelyn and get some more answers. Like I said, the more thumbs up we get, it really does give us more vibes. And that's another thing somebody tried to leave on a video, saying that asking for thumbs up does not bring positive vibes. Again, these are people who know nothing about how this works. That's the same thing as if you were to go hold a candle vigil for somebody. It's no different. Whenever we're all here and we're putting all of our energy to something, unless y'all want to go light a candle instead of thumbs upping it, you can do that too. But again, the whole point of the likes is to bring in her energy and to show her that we're all here to support her for the same reason. Like I said, and if you don't want to like the chat and you're just listening, if you got a white candle, light the candle, or any candle, So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, that's all we're saying about that. Kool-Aid Man, I had to make it. Who's Kool-Aid Man? What are you talking about, Kool-Aid Man? Do I not want new viewers? Who are you? Okay, anyways, let's go ahead and clarify. Like I said, I'll let y'all go ahead and deal with this. Yeah, I heard you, Kool-Aid Man, that you're new here, and thank you for joining us. Like I said, but I don't know what you're talking about as far as the last message you left. Because no one's been rude to you. I don't know. Maybe they thought you said something mean. Don't block Kool-Aid Man, please, because he's saying that he likes tarot, and he's not, and he didn't come in here to say anything nasty. So if y'all see Kool-Aid Man, as long as he behaves, then he's okay here. Yes, and let's focus on the baby. I agree, because we're getting wrapped up in kind of what's going on over here. I know, and we apologize, Kool-Aid Man. Like I said, we'll figure it out later after I get this reading over. Like I said, but as long as you're here and you're positive and you're sending us good vibes to try to find Evelyn, you're fine. So you're fine, Kool-Aid Man. Like I said, as long as you're positive and don't say anything nasty, we're good. So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and clarify, though. Did you just call me Mog? Oh my gosh, seriously? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and clarify. We have the 10 of Wands here for the mom on the day that she went missing and what the mother was doing. So why are the 10 of Wands in reverse here for what your mother was doing, and why is the 10 of Wands reversed? Because she came in with the King of Swords energy in reverse, which is over the Queen, which means not off with just someone's head. It means that anybody who gets in her way, she was going into the King of Wands. She's overstepped the Queen and she became the King. So like I said, this is Henry Tudor when he was like off with all of his wives' heads. That's the card that I relate that to. So she lost her shit. So then you have the Nine of Cups coming in with emotion. So let's see what that's about for the mother. Yeah, the mother let go of everything. She wanted nothing to do with her, the mother, the boyfriend, or even the kid's father, who like Ethan, because she didn't even tell Ethan the girl was missing. So yeah, she basically released all of her pentacles with the Knight of Cups. She released the emotions and she released the pentacles. She let go of everything. And she did that with the Knight of Swords coming in. Like I said, she came in quick and did something quick. I feel like she killed her or she helped. And I hate to say that. I know she's missing person, but I just want to be completely honest, because she said last night she was going to produce her and she didn't. Yeah, she brought in, I told you she traded her for something. Here's the Knight of Swords that were here, and here's the Page of Pentacles. So she brought in the Knight of Swords in reverse with the harsh, fast energy to sit there and trade it for something that is immature. It was an immature offer. It was an immature trade. So why does Hunter have the Two of Cups? Because he spun the Wheel of Fortune. So he did it. They both did it. The Tower came out when he spun the Wheel of Fortune. So yeah, he did it for her because she's pregnant. The Empress card. He didn't want the girl to get in the way anymore. He felt like they were going to have their baby and to get her out of the way. That's exactly what happened. Here's the Empress card. So there's the pregnancy card right there. The Tower, whenever they found out that she was pregnant, it shook the Tower and he got rid of the girl. They both did. So the King of Cups is here with the Seven of Cups. Let's see why. King of Cups is reversed also. Because they decided to walk away from her and move on. And that's what they did. They walked away, they moved on, and they offered this to the grandmother and to the boyfriend. And let them know they would get money, some independence from not having to watch the baby so much anymore, things like that. So why is the Nine of Pentacles here for the grandmother and the boyfriend? Because they're drug addicts and they were overindulging and partying. And that's the grandmother, the mother, and the father. Or, well, not father, because it's not her father. It's going to be her, the boyfriend, or the mother. Like I said, this is all women, but again, it's a three-party energy, and they're all overindulging, and they're all overdoing everything. So why are the Four of Pentacles here for the grandmother and the boyfriend and what their part was in it? They destroyed the happy home. They contributed to it. Ten of Cups, or Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So again, they did it for money. It was an earthly item that they traded. They did not want to let go of it, so they ruined the home by doing so. With the Nine of Cups, why is the Nine of Cups here, baby? Because someone came in a fast, harsh action, and they celebrated it, and they did something they shouldn't have done. So that is all the clarifying spreads. Does anybody have any questions? And I'll go ahead and ask them for you before, like I said, I mean, I know we have some other questions, but I know y'all might have some questions that y'all want to ask. So I'm going to go ahead and clear the board, add the cards back to the deck, and then I can go ahead and ask any questions that y'all might have. But if y'all do have questions, if y'all can write them in all caps, that will help me because it'll stand out more. So, and I might have to write down your questions depending on how many I actually get. Like I said, if y'all can write y'all's questions in all capital letters, I'd greatly appreciate it because it'll stand out a lot more. So I do see when will they find her. That's not really, I can try to do that question, but they don't really have, I mean, you can look at numerology on tarot cards, but I don't know much about numerology. So I'll do the best I can to get that answer through tarot cards, but that's about it. Who the fuck can someone get this Chinese writing stuff off of here? Because I just, yeah, I'm trying to see the questions, but I can't. Okay. When will they find her? Okay, so I have when will they find her? Did they? Yeah, they did trade her. Well, they traded her for drugs or money. But I kind of get the feeling that she was already passed, though. So I don't know. If she wasn't already passed, and they traded her for that. But we'll find out again when I ask the question. And then I also have angel answers, too. So we're going to use those, too, to get some more answers out of her. Yeah, right. Thank you, Red. Can we have some live sessions with no dickhead trolls in them? That would be great. I don't know why. They changed their name or something, Red, because we had somebody pull their IP addresses and it was all the same computer. They would just go in there and change their name. Let's see. When will they find her? I got that question, Heather. Let's see. Ask her if the mom put her in the garage. What makes you want to ask that, Angela? Was there something in the garage that they found? Oh, garbage. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, they're just trying to mess up our chat because they're pissed because there's almost 100 people in here. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they shouldn't be able to keep doing this. And as I said, they keep changing their names and stuff. Y'all might have to give me a second to report some of this myself to make it stop. I did. Let me see. It should work this time. Yeah, they said she's really pregnant. I don't know for sure. Okay, was it premeditated? Yeah, I think it was somewhat premeditated. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 questions, so I can get like 3 more questions in, y'all. So, yeah, mods, thank y'all so much. Y'all are doing a great job, and I'm so sorry that they're giving y'all such a hard time. Like I said, I mean, it's just because of how many people we got in here. We got almost 100 people in here, so you got people like... How is he still doing this, you guys? As I'm saying, he's got to be switching his name. I mean, I appreciate the compliment, dude, but come on. This ain't about you. So, yes, let's give the moderators a thumbs up, actually, because they're doing a fantastic job on keeping this room as best as they can. So yes, let's give the moderators a thumbs up. Like I said, y'all are doing amazing. Like I said, I do have, yeah, they're just switching accounts. You can have 5 accounts on your phone. That's what I'm saying. They know what they're doing. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, that's why I said, just ignore them. I mean, just let it go. I can go after it and I can delete them and block them out of it. And just like I said, that's all they want is attention. So just let them run their mouth and look stupid. Like J Mac thumb down some mods. Dick, you have a picture of freaking like Pee Wee Herman with a nose, like a clown nose. So who gives a crap what you have to say? Did her boyfriend know? Yeah, her boyfriend did know. I can tell you that straight up, but I'll ask. So we have 2 more questions. 2 more questions. So let's make them good ones, y'all. Where's Chrissy? Where's Chrissy's question? What's your question, Chrissy? Did I get you? Which house was being built, Juliet or Julie? Yes, the mods are doing fantastic. That's what I'm saying. As you're coming in the chat room, if you can give it a thumbs up, we're about to start a whole nother spread on Evelyn. So if you can give it a thumbs up, we'd greatly appreciate it. Like I said, the mods are doing a fantastic job at running the room right now. Unfortunately, we're having a lot of people troll the room, which isn't very surprising. But like I said, we want to thank you to everybody in the room, number one. Like I said, for being here to try to help us find Evelyn and find out where she is. Like I said, and then thank you to the mods for making sure to keep some of the negative comments out of here. Because like I said, this is something that we're trying to do for Evelyn, to honor her and because her mother's a liar. So I don't appreciate the negative comments and I don't get where they're coming from, because this is not the type of thing you do that on. Like I said, go to a cooking channel or a drama channel and spam their shit. But like this is for a missing child. So I don't understand why people are being nasty and disgusting about it. So I apologize to everybody in the room who has to come across these comments. So again, as y'all are coming into the chat room, like I said, we are about to start a whole new spread. I think she's already been arrested, Julia. I think they said she was arrested. I can ask him like if she'll do time. 1 more question. As I said, just ignore them. Like I said, I mean, of course you can delete it and stuff, but just ignore it. Don't even respond or even give them the chance to make them think that, just delete it, block it, hide them, whatever it is that I don't know what y'all side can do, but yeah, she was arrested. Okay, so she is in jail. So yes, she was. But I can see how I'm going to ask him as far as like the justice system, like maybe it'll give us a time frame. Did she suffer? What will the grandma say? Okay, that's the last questions because I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so we're going to start a whole new spread, okay? So we actually might do 2, to be completely honest. Let me see. 1, 2, 3. All right, so give me 2 more questions, you guys, because I'm going to have to do 3 spreads, so I need 2 more questions. Where is she? Is that a question? I can ask what element she's around, but she's not going to tell me where she is. Fucking pins. Why do they do that? I need to get her a different pen. Sorry, y'all. My pen's dying. All right, so I'm going to ask her what element she's around. And then 1 more question. We'll get that whenever we ask about how much time she'll do. Thank you for being a new subscriber. Welcome, Warrior of Love. Welcome to the Southern Soul family. Will they find her? Let me make sure I didn't already write that. I already wrote that. When will they find her? I don't think she ever had any jewelry, Miss Texas. That's the thing. I don't think she ever had any jewelry. That's what I'm saying, because none of the pictures, all right, come on, Kool-Aid man. Get the fuck out of here now, because now you're full of shit. You are here to start problems. And I've already hidden you, so... Oh, I talked to Lisa, and I will get to that last. Okay, but we have 1 more question. Can anybody think of 1 more question? We have, when will they find her? Did they trade for drugs or money? Did they put her in a garbage? Was it premeditated? Did the boyfriend know? Yeah, he did. Will she, how much time will she do? Did the baby suffer, or does the grandma gonna speak? And what element is she in? So if anybody has 1 more question, that would be great, because then I can split it up into 3 spreads. And then we'll use our angel answers. Does the mother regret it? I'm going to say no, but I will do that as a question if you want to know. Is that your question? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm just going to say, I didn't even see what the question was now, because yes. Can you rewrite it, Heather? Because there's so many trolls, like it blocked it out. I just have does. I didn't get the rest of it. I'm sorry, Heather. How did she die? Oh, and we're talking about the mother, right? You said? Oh, thank you, Felicity. Okay. Thank you, Felicity. I greatly appreciate that. Like I said, I want to thank y'all to all who are coming in the room. If you give a thumbs up, we're about to do 3 readings on Evelyn. So we're going to start with the first one. Like I said, these are all y'all's questions. Then we're going to go into a second one and a third one, but the third one will have 4 questions instead of 3. I'm going to turn the air down because it is freezing in here for a second, and I will be right back. I have to go to the ladies' room, so I will pause it before I do the 3 spreads. If y'all want to chat for about 2 to 5 minutes. I'll be right back, okay? All right, y'all. So we're going to start the other 3 spreads. And then depending on what we get out of it, we might just keep going. Like I said, because I'm not happy. So like I said, I am happy with the answer I've gotten, but I want to know more. So, yeah. So we're going to do 3 more spreads for Evelyn. So if y'all can think of any questions in the meantime, write them down. And then whenever I'm done with that, we can go ahead, and if we can flip some more spreads on her, we will. Like I said, I also want to remind y'all, I know some people were saying the super chat wasn't working. I went into my account and I figured out why it wasn't working because I disabled the sticker one, I guess, or something on accident. So it is working now. If y'all want to use that to donate to the channel, like I said, because so we'll be doing at least 4 to 5 to 6 spreads. So, and again, we use this for crystals, things like that. So, I mean, anything, like I said, any donations toward the channel would be appreciated. Like I said, but again, that is your option. But I just want the people to know that is the stream over? No. Can y'all not hear me? Can anybody hear me? Just a Y or a thumbs up. It's like ticking. It doesn't say it's timed out. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I was like, I thought y'all could hear me. Hold on, let me see what this is. I can't. Okay, so as far as the flute bird, I mean, so like I said, we're just gonna have to ignore you guys. I mean, really, because it's getting to the point where we're at 100 people in the room. So, I mean, half of them are probably trolls, to be completely honest. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's correct or not. If I'm wrong, I apologize to anybody. But like I said, we're getting kind of high up there on the people in the room. So we're gonna start seeing. Just made a batch. What does that mean? That's like I said, I don't understand what they're talking about. Anyways, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just ignore it, you guys. Don't pay attention to it. Like I said, just the moderators, delete it as you can, and everybody else just ignore what they're saying. So, actually, I don't know why I closed the book because that's all my questions. So, let's see, where did they go? I might have to give me a second because I don't remember what page I wrote it on and I shut it. So hold on. Sorry, y'all. Oh my gosh, I feel like I lost all the questions. Let's see. Sorry, y'all. I shut the book and I lost the page. So I've got a lot of stuff in here. So I'm just trying to find it. Okay, here it is. Let me tab it off so I don't lose it again. Okay. All right, so we're going to do the first spread. And the first spread, we're going to ask 3 questions. When will they find her? Did they trade her for any type of drugs? Or has she passed? Did they put her in the garbage? I haven't heard of that yet, but we'll see what she says about it. Again, you have to realize this is tarot, so it's not really, they don't have like garbage cans or anything like that in it, because it is built from like an old time deck. So, but I might find clues of some sort in the deck. Like I said, I'll look for it the best that I can, but the clarifying cards will help with that. So, welcome Tara. Welcome everybody coming into the room. Like I said, I want to thank everybody as y'all are coming in. If you give it a thumbs up, we'd greatly appreciate it. We're going to do actually 3 channelings on Evelyn. We just finished one. Like I said, we have the super chat set up. If y'all are interested in asking any specific questions, you can go ahead and do that. Like I said, and then you can use the super chat for that, or you can use the PayPal links that I have. Like I said, I can also do private readings after if y'all are interested in that. I had a day off, so I'm kind of full of energy. So, like I said, so we're going to go ahead and start with when will they find her? I'm going to cut the deck, and then, like I said, we will go ahead and start. So when will they find her? Did they trade her? And did they put her in the garbage? Yes, like I said, any donation, I said, because I've been on it for an hour. Like I said, we are going to do about 3 more readings, so we'll probably be on here for about 3 or 4 hours tonight. And so, if y'all have any questions that y'all would particularly like answered, or just want to donate to the channel so that we can get new things like tarot cards and crystals, and like I said, more towers. Like I said, my fluorite tower broke, so I mean, I like that it's raw now, but I would like to get one for my decks again. So, and like I said, anything like that would be greatly appreciated. But like I said, again, it is just an option. I just want to let y'all know. I know the super chat was not working, and people were complaining about it. I think like I said, it was something that I did. So I apologize. I didn't realize I had clicked the button. Sniper rifle. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to see when will they find her. I said, and we will clarify all this. So let's see. When will they find you, Evelyn? When and how long will it be before they find you? She's saying it's going to be a while. There's a 3 of Wands. So the 3 of Wands is like waiting for a ship to come in, basically, and it's not. So at least not at this moment. So it's going to be a little while. It could be maybe 2 to 3 months or 2 to 3 weeks, I would say. The next question was, did they trade? Yeah, they traded her for drugs and other things. Hold on. I just want to see something real quick. I'm going to ask one more question. Did they put her in the garbage? Did they put her in the garbage? Did they put you in the garbage, Evelyn? They disposed of her. I just don't know if they directly killed her by their own hands, or if they got the parents to take her to somebody and drop her off, and that's how she ended up setting up the mom and the boyfriend. Because the Ace of Cups came out. At first, it was the 3 of Wands, which means they'll find her, but it'll probably be within 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 months. And then it is, did they trade her for drugs, or has she passed? I'm feeling like both a little bit, to be honest, because there's a 2 of Cups behind her upright, and there's 3 over here. So it's kind of like, drugs, money, things like that. She's looking at those things, and her parent, like her own mother. Like, I can't believe they did all this, but she has things that she's kind of working on. And like I said, she feels that they dumped out the cup of emotion on her, which she did. So let me see. Okay, why is it 3 of Wands here? Can you please tell me why the 3 of... Oh, wait. Yeah. Can you please tell me why 3 of Wands is here? Because of the Ace of, or the King of Wands is here. So this to me is her boyfriend, to be honest. I think he was waiting for something to come in, and when it did, he went ahead. Now he's not reversed, or somebody else. If it's not the boyfriend, it's somebody else came in with the offer. But I do know the car that they were found in that was stolen was the boyfriend's parents' car. So he was very well aware of the situation, as much as he wants to keep trying to detach himself. So yeah, the next question I asked them, did they trade her? And she's saying yes, they did, because it caused the unhappy home. They traded her for money, earthly things. Yes, they did trade her for money, and they did trade her for drugs. Which makes her sad. And now I get choked up again. And 2 of Cups is in reverse. Yeah, it broke her heart. So they did something to her, and it broke her heart because she trusted them. She trusted the 2 of them, and it broke her heart. So, yeah, that's the first spread, actually. So we're going to do another one. This is going to be number 2. No, but obviously you eat shit, or you wouldn't be asking people about it. Ani Cage. What kind of fucking weird shit are you into? Deep poo. Think you eat a lot more than that. Anyways. Was it premeditated? Did the boyfriend know? And how long will she do time? Honestly, yes, I do. Angela, I do. I think at first, no. But I think whoever they gave her to, yeah. I think now that everything's come out, yeah. Was it premeditated? Yes. She has the 3 of swords come out again, which means that the 2 of them premeditated it on her. So does the boyfriend know? Everybody thinks I did it. Yeah, and he did it. Here's the death card. So he ended the cycle. He started it, and he ended it. So how long will she do time? She will do time for a very long time. Because, again, I know this is the Ace coming out, or the King of Swords coming out again, but he represents Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius, and they represent Libra represents the law. So, yes, she will do time. And a lot of it, because the king is here. So he is the top. Like I said, the only one above him is the emperor. So let's see why the 3 of swords is here for Evelyn. Was it premeditated? Yes. Again, it was a 3-party thing. She has a 3 of swords. She's showing you that it broke her heart with a third party. And she is showing you that with the 3 of pentacles, that it was a third party thing. It was the mother, the boyfriend, and that they used her. And they used the grandparents, like I said, with money, pentacles, earthly items. What does the boyfriend know as far as the death? Like, he's the devil. He did it. He killed her. And the mom's covering for him. Because you got the death and the devil for him. And she's going to get justice. All right, so why is the King of Wands here? Yep, the King of Wands here is because she's going to get justice. So there's going to be an offer, which is going on at this very moment. So yes, she is giving an earthly offer. So they're probably going to do a plea deal of some sort. I think she's going to plea deal her way out because of her age. So now we're going into reading number 3. Like I said, I want to thank y'all to everybody who's joining the room. Like I said, we are doing Evelyn Boswell right now, but we are talking about her lying mother, Casey Anthony, number 2. Casey Anthony Jr. and Megan, whatever her name is, Megan Boswell, Maggie Boswoods, and Maggie Boswell, or Megan Woods, or whatever the hell her name is today. I guess we'll see when her mugshot comes out what her real name is, because I'm curious of what her birthday is too, to be honest. So we're going to do the last spread. Like I said, y'all are coming in. If y'all don't mind to give it a thumbs up, we'd greatly appreciate it. Like I said, we're going to bring in more positive energy. like I said. And then we also have super chat set up now. So I know that some people were having a problem with it. I went ahead and got in there and I was able to fix it for y'all. Like I said, so at the end, like I said, if y'all have any questions that y'all really would like answered, you can go ahead and I think it's like $1.99 is like the cheapest thing you can spend for like one question. That way it's highlighted because there's so many people in the chat and it's moved so fast that I don't see it sometimes. So I try to the best that I can. Thank you, Lady D. Like I said, I try to the best that I can. March. Do you know what year? I'm just curious. Well, never actually. It doesn't mind. And I can figure out the year because of her age. But let me see what March 21st is. Does anybody else know if that's her birth date? It was March 21st, you said, right? Hold on, I got to go up because it's going so fast. How did it go? Oh, she is being held on a 25. Yeah, she's guilty, and they know it. Oh, she's an Aries? Okay, that's what I thought Aries started to switch. Yeah, it's got to be a cusp, because that's what I'm saying. What was it, March 21st? The only reason I say that is because my son's father is an Aries, and his birthday is like the 30th or something. So I don't think they're Aries. I would think that's Aquarius or Pisces, to be honest. Or like you said, it's a cusp. So let me see. I'm going to ask before we get any further. Yeah, it is an Aries. You're correct. I apologize. Like I said, I just know my son's father is like towards the end, and I thought his was right on the switch for some reason. But yeah, she is an Aries, which means she's an immature little see you next Tuesday. So, and she's arrogant. Like I said, you can see her smiling. She thinks she's funny. She thinks she's cute. Like I said, but she ain't smiling now, I bet. So like I said, did the child suffer? And what about the grandmother and how much does she know is going to be one of the questions. What element is she around? Does the mother regret it? And then we'll do the fourth row. How did it happen if she did pass? So we're going to see. So did she suffer? And what does the grandma know? The Hangman in reverse. She said it was a bit out of the ordinary, the way that she had passed, if she did. But I'm getting a feeling, again, of right here starts to burn. So I don't know if it was like a pressure point. But it was kind of like I noticed on the last ring I did with her when I got to the row of the day she disappeared, I started coughing really, really badly. And I had to get water. So I don't know if that had something to do with it. Like I said, I asked what the Hangman has to do with it. The day that, as far as it, did she suffer? And she said the sun, which means I don't think so. I think she was kind of like kids most of the time. Anybody, they're kind of removed from their bodies before things like that happen. So I think once they moved her on, she had the 3 of Cups and she was able to enjoy herself. Let me see what some of these texts coming through are. I greatly apologize. I normally don't check it, but there's a lot of them. So, okay, good. Let me see if that was it that I missed. I'm sorry. I apologize. All right. So we have the, so as far as did she suffer with the grandmother? I'm going to say no, she didn't suffer. She went straight to the other, she transitioned. And as far as the grandmother, yes, the grandmother did know. Like I said, even though she was having a good time, we did ask about the grandmother. Grandmother was overindulging once she passed because, again, she didn't have to worry about taking care of her anymore. What element are you around? Water, I think. Yeah, I think she's around water because it's the 3 of Wands. So wands are fire, but they're waiting for a ship to come in. It's an open. It's like the ocean. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's where she is, but what I'm saying is like it could be a deep pond or something like that, maybe. But the 3 of Wands are fire elements. So maybe fire had something to do with it, but it's showing a lot of water within the card. So maybe they tried to do something with fire and water. I'm not sure. Why is that here? Yeah, here's water again, and it's of the mind. So, and then here comes the 2 in reverse. So it's like almost like they decided to kind of like just take her to water, it looks like. And then they made that decision with the 2 of Wands. And again, more fire. So like I said, maybe they tried to like set it. You get it. The wands are fire and the air is moving on with water. So again, and the 3 of Wands is here with water. So water has something to do with it and fire, I feel like, as far as the elements. No, the mother doesn't regret what she did. She has the 8 of Pentacles. So she is working very hard to make sure that she is covering her ass, which is not working. Let's see what else about the mother with the 8 of Pentacles as far as regretting it. Nope, she doesn't regret it. She felt there was no equal give and take and that she had a brand new offer. Like I said, she didn't want to spend money on the little girl. She didn't want to have to deal with the relationship anymore. So that is why the Page of Wands is here, because she decided to go ahead and give an unequal give and take, which was to quit putting the effort in with the 8 of Pentacles, give the girl, trade her with the equal give and take being in reverse. And the Page of Wands came in to take the child and take it off of her hands. It was a brand new opportunity. And now, if she is passed, how did she pass? The Knight of Pentacles came in. The Knight of the Pentacles is slower of all the Pentacles, but they are fast, or the Knights are faster than the Pages. So, and they're more mature. So, they had somebody come in again with an earthly offer the day, if she did happen to pass, or they just have her, one or the other. So why is the Knight of Pentacles here for if she passed, and who has her? Okay. The Knight of Cups in reverse. So the Knight of Pentacles basically got the Knight of Cups to bring in the Death in reverse, which means they ended the cycle. So yes. They're not saying how she died. It's just saying that before the cycle was upright, when we asked about the premeditation from the boyfriend, and now it's saying it's in reverse, which means that it went through. So that is y'all's 3 readings for her. Like I said, thank y'all for being a part of the chat. Like I said, if y'all give it a thumbs up, I greatly appreciate it. Any donations towards the channel would be greatly appreciated. I said, I did about 4 channelings for Evelyn, so we're going to go ahead and do angel answers right now. Like I said, again, if y'all have any questions, y'all can go ahead and use super chat so that they can be highlighted. Like I said, I know that the sticker ones, I think the cheapest thing is like $1.99 maybe, and that'll go ahead and let you highlight your question if y'all want to ask any more questions. But like I said, since I already did 4 for free, I kind of, like I said, if y'all have any more questions, like I said, y'all can use the cheapest payment form through super chat sticker or however it is. I've never used it before, and I will answer those questions for you I will answer it along with one of the angel answer cards. So that will give you, or a couple of them. I'll let them drop out however many she wants. So we're going to go ahead and let her drop out however many she wants, and she's going to tell us which ones that she has to say. So we're going to see, did they regret it? Was it premeditated? Did the boyfriend have anything to do with it? All right, that's it. Yep, she's pretty much saying the same thing. It was about romance. She said it was about romance and abundance. So they thought if they would get rid of her, that would bring their romance and more abundance into their life, which is exactly what the card said. Now, she is saying, again, she is a baby. And this is the only reason why I think she's saying this. Remain positive. And this is why I think she's saying it, forgiveness, because her soul is still very young and new to this world. So regardless, it was her mother. So I think that's why she's saying that. But that doesn't mean that that's what you have to feel for her. I'm curious. I want to find out something real quick. I'm going to ask this to myself. Okay. I asked quietly if what was yes and no. And then I asked her if she was here, and she said yes. But it was a very small, no vibration. So there's not very much heavy energy in the pendulum. So I'm not going to use the pendulum. Like I said, I don't feel very much power within it. So, again, that's going to be the reading for Evelyn. So we did 4 of them. So, is there any questions that y'all have? Oh, did you have a question for the? Thank you for the donation for the $4.99. Let me go back up. Oh, thank you, Angie. I greatly appreciate it. I said, like I said, and we'll go to new tarot cards. Like I said, I'm waiting for the Gilded Tarot Royale deck to come out. It's going to be the best. Like I said, I can't wait to use that. The pictures are gorgeous. They are amazing. And if you are interested in getting a new tarot deck or haven't had one at all, like I said, this is the Gilded Tarot. Like I said, and this is the one I use the most. Like I said, but the reason I use this the most is because it's like the Chariot. You see the Chariot? This represents, and I know we've gone over this, so I'm going to pull a few cards and kind of explain it like I did last time. The Chariot is here. So the Chariot represents Cancer of the Zodiac, which is the mother of the Zodiac, but it also represents moving on. It's a major arcana. So here again, like I said, you see like she's kind of sitting on, she's living the high life, right? So basically she's moving on and not going back, because she doesn't want to. Now, when you flip it this way, then she's not moving. She's staying right where she was. She thinks that she's right. She is the Cancer. Like I said, she is the mother of the Zodiac, and she is right. So, yeah, I got a lot of water. Are y'all interested in me reading the cards, or did y'all want to talk more about it? I just was, because we were talking about decks, I was just like, with the Ace of Pentacles. Like you can see, it's a beautiful offer. It's just so shiny and stuff. Okay, cool. So then we have the Fool card. Like I said, again, a major arcana. And so this is going to represent Aries most of the time, because they are the Fool of the Zodiac. And as you see, they have all the zodiac signs above them because they have never experienced any of them. So that's why they are called the Fool. So that's what I'm saying. But when you flip it upside down, it's like kind of coming out of that energy. Like they start making decisions a little bit smarter. So you have the Lovers card here, which is, again, is a major arcana. I'm sorry for the glare. I'm going to try to take it off the best I can. But here's the Lovers card. So as I said, in the new deck, it's beautiful. So as I'm saying, like you look at this and it's like, obviously they're in love. You see all the beautiful lights and the dolphins and things, but you flip it upside down, it's a little bit confusing looking. It doesn't look so loving, right? So that's kind of what that card is. Again, the Hierophant to me, again, is a major arcana. It represents the Pope. So, I mean, not the Pope. It represents the church. I look at it like the Pope. Like I said, so it's kind of like faith, marriage, everything that is good. But when you flip it in reverse, it's like cheating. It's like I said, it's a major arcana, but it's like cheating, not following the rules, not keeping true to your faith, all those things. So, let's see what else there is that I think might be important. Again, the Tower. A lot of people get confused about the Tower. Like I said, I know we've talked about some of these other cards, but I want to kind of bring them up again. Just because I think they're important. But again, we have Justice, and Justice represents Libra. So Libra is the scales. They balance out. So that again is the major arcana, but it usually represents laws, court systems, papers, things like that. So here's the tower. Like I said, the tower represents the shaking of a foundation. When you have it this way, it means you avoided it for some reason or somehow. And then obviously there's the major arcana strength, which is Leo. And like I said, the Leo she is able to tame the lion. Other decks, she has the lion's, her hand in the lion's mouth. Like I said, this way you're feeling that you have no strength. So, and here is the Seven of Swords, which basically means lying, stealing, and cheating, because swords are playing with the mind. They're analytical things. And like you said, you can see where he's got like the 5 swords, but he's still greedy and is looking back at the other 2, and he wants to keep taking more. Whenever this comes out, that means he's basically been caught. So let's see if there's anything else that is super important that I might want to share with y'all. Now the 8 of Swords, it's like a very controversial card because it looks like that you are trapped and you cannot get out and you cannot do anything, but that is not true with this card. This card in this way means that you are choosing to stay trapped because the bounds on her hand and her face are very loosely bound. So if you flip it this way, that means you chose to come out of it. So if you, like I said, if you look at it, she can untie her hands. She can take the blindfold off. She's just choosing not to. So, let's see if there's anything else interesting real quick. The Wheel of Fortune is usually when the world will spin the wheel for you. If you're not doing what they are giving you advice about, then they will go ahead and spin it. Like I said, upright, it's giving you the chance to spin it and make it right. But when it comes in reverse, it is basically saying you didn't take the calling, and so the universe went ahead and spun it for you, and you might not like the result, usually most of the time. The Ace of Cups is kind of like the Holy Grail to me. It's all the emotions, all the love, everything that you need within the earthly realm, but when you flip it upside down, that means you basically dumped it out. So, let's see what else might be interesting. Magician. The Magician is a major arcana again. He represents Mercury. Well, I know, yeah, Mercury. So it's Gemini and Virgo, and because they rule Mercury. Well, Mercury rules them. So you have that there. Sorry, there's like a spot on my computer. So basically, this way he is manifesting everything in the right ways for all the right reasons. When you flip it this way, he is doing it for all the wrong reasons. So that is not someone that you really want to be around. Make sure this has nothing to do with pertaining to the chat. Oh, well, it's not really that important. Judgment is the major arcana again. So here's the Judgment card. So basically it's telling you that you are being called upon to do something. And if you do not do it, then it will flip this way. And again, it's kind of like the Wheel of Fortune. If you don't do it yourself, then it's going to flip the opposite way. And it's probably going to be something that you cannot change or that you are not sure of. So then you have the Nine of Cups, which upright, it looks great, right? They're having fun. They're partying. They're, they're having a great time. But, and again, it depends on the card it comes out next to. But when it's reversed, it means it's overindulgence, over partying, over everything. The Two of Swords, you can make the decision by taking the blindfold off, but she chooses not to. It is a decision of the mind. Once she makes the decision, it'll take the blindfold. As you can see, it's not as shiny, and the swords are more shiny. So you flip it this way, it's a little bit more dull, and the mask stands out. But when she makes a decision, the mask kind of dulls, and the swords come out. So the Death card. The Death card does not always mean death. We're going to say that too, because a lot of people get that confused. For some things, depending on the cards and what you're asking, yes, it does mean death. But usually the Death card is the ending or beginning of a cycle. When it's this way, it is the ending. The beginning. When it's this way, it is the ending of a cycle. This means making 2 decisions. See, it's like a fork in the road. So you make your 2 decisions. Like I said, once you make your decision, it goes this way. And that is the wand. So that means you're making an action. This is equal give and take. It is a 6 of Pentacles. So when it's this way, that means that everything is equally being given and taken. When you flip it this way, that means it is not. The 3 of Cups this way means having a good time, partying. But then when you flip it this way, that means you're overdoing it. You're partying too much, you're overindulging, and you are doing drugs. most of the time. This is the Hangman Major Arcana. It represents Pisces, and this is basically Pisces is the only zodiac sign that represents all of the signs. So therefore, they are known to be a bit odd for the most part, or not odd, but like a little bit different because they possess all of the signs. So when it's in reverse, it means they normally when they're like this, they're kind of Rex, get your butt out of the computer. Normally, when they're like this, like I said, they're within their own power and they are able to control it. When they're like this, it's kind of like dark-sided and they do things that they really can't help. And so we did the 3 of Wands, 8. Yeah, so that's about basically the only ones I want to share tonight. So, do y'all have any questions about anything else that we have done tonight? Like I said, because we were going on an hour and 35 minutes. So, again, like I said, I did a few readings. So, Rex, you just got cat hair in my face. I know. I see you. Yes, he is very sweet. Oh my goodness, Rex. Come on. Like, really? Stop. There. Can all see you. You're welcome, Joyce. Thank y'all for being here for the reading. I greatly appreciate it. I don't know if she has a mugshot yet. Yeah, as I'm saying, upright with the Pisces card, it's you're in the light, but when it's reversed, you're in the dark. So as long as you are following your normal conformities to Pisces, you're fine. Like I said, like it's when it's in reverse, it's like acting out of character. Thank you. He's a good boy. Look at him. He closed his eyes on that one. He said, "Oh, I am so cute and handsome." Oh, thank you, Warrior of Love. Like I said, I wanted to do like one whole segment where we do like wands one night and then swords one night and then cups one night and all that, and then we can go over the astrology. Like I said, I know the astrology signs. I don't know the days they exactly switch. I know that like close to when they switch, but I can write that down. That's not that hard to find. Like I said, but I know what each and every astrology sign carries and means. So we can also go over that and talk about that too. If y'all are interested in that, it's in the future somewhere near. Oh, it's posted on Conscious Truth. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick and show it to y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to do this right now. That's the picture that is posted online of her. Biting her lips, same stupid smirk as Chris Watts. Can you believe that? Dumbass. Let's see what else is up there next. Rex, come on, baby. I can't, like, you're getting cat hair in my nose. I can't breathe. Here it is, right here. That's her mugshot. And then I'll read it to you. Isn't it interesting? I think she's wearing the same clothes she was wearing last night in the interview, too, if I remember correctly. Arrested, taken into custody. Tennessee missing and unsolved. It says Tennessee missing and unsolved update. The mother of baby Evelyn. This is 6 minutes ago, but I'm not sure when it actually was posted. The mother of baby Evelyn has been taken into custody. The Sullivan County Sheriff's Office has charged Megan Boswell with false reporting. Told you they'd charge her with that. Evelyn is still missing and the Amber Alert remains active. Have information, please call 1-800-TBI-FIND. So I will also share that on my page as well so that y'all have the number just in case. And then, but yes, so she is in custody. That's her mugshot. And she has been arrested for lying to police, just like Casey Anthony was. So, yes, she said that because she was pregnant, she couldn't take a lie detector test, which is a bunch of bullshit because that has nothing to do with it. You go get your blood pressure taken all the time. That's all it is. It tests your heart rate and your blood pressure. You get that taken every time when you go to your visit for being pregnant, especially towards the end. Anyone who's been here knows that. Oh, good. I'm glad you found up the group, Heather. Rex has said it's time for me to get off because he's being like his possessive self. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm saying. There should be no reason why she can't have a lie detector test. That's what I'm saying. Like, I mean, at least I know I did EKG, and it's pretty much the same type of thing of like putting the wires on them, and you can still take an EKG on a pregnant person. I mean, all you're doing is attaching wires around, and at that, I don't, I mean, yeah, I would think it's Hunter's baby, and that's what makes me wonder if they tried to, like, off her so that they could just have Hunter's kid and her kid. And, like, because the other guy didn't live near, so, because she didn't even tell him that the baby was missing. He didn't find out until the grandfather reported it, and it went through, like, national, just like everybody else. So that's what I'm saying, like, the father didn't know, or whoever she told the father that he was the father. But I think the father is that Eric's, what was his name? Whoops. Eric Smith. She went to high school with him. She got pregnant around the same time she did when she was dating Evelyn's dad, Ethan. At least that's from what we hear, that's the dad. So again, do y'all have any questions? Because I'm probably going to get ready to sign off soon. Like I said, I do have to get up early. It's 10 o'clock. And like I said, I don't mind asking any more questions if y'all like. But like I said, I did do the 4 or 5 readings. So I just want to make sure y'all are okay with that before I go ahead and sign off. I don't believe it doesn't matter because, again, lie detector tests are inadmissible in court. You can't use them anyway, so it doesn't even matter, to be honest. Like, that's how much people don't know their rights and their law. I mean, maybe where she is, but, I mean, I don't know. As far as I know, in Texas, they're not admissible here. You cannot use it. I mean, you can take a lie detector test, and it can, like, weigh if whether they believe it or not, like, as evidence, but it's not, I mean, they don't have to use it, like, if they don't want to. You're welcome, Stu. Thank you, Sunshine. No, they can't. And like I said, but either way, it's non-admissible in court. And again, what does that have to do with you being pregnant? Nothing. I said it's just an excuse to not do it. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. I just think it's a joke, Just like how her saying that she didn't report it because she was scared what was going to happen, even though she already knew that they basically already took off with the child. So I don't really know what it was that she was waiting for. She even said she hadn't seen the child since before Christmas. So why wouldn't you have just reported her missing? So. Well, thank you. No, it won't hurt the pregnancy, and that's the point. Like I said, I did EKG, and you can do EKGs on pregnant women. So if you can do an EKG on a pregnant woman, you can definitely do it on a lie detector on a pregnant woman because it's set up the same way, pretty much. Like I said, and again, like you said, like Jay said, it might not maybe affect it to the end of the trimester because of like the nerves and making you nervous. But as far as before that, Nah, that has nothing to do with it. She's lying. Yeah, she's full of excuses. No, you can't. Not here you can't, Katie. Not in Texas. Like I said, they can, like I said, even Chris's Watts, like I said, like they took his lie detector test, but it wasn't admissible in court. Like, no, at least as far as I know, lie detector tests are not admissible in court. It's just a tool that they use to see if you're lying. That's it. But it's not admissible in court. Yeah, she just lies constantly. I said, if you look at the pictures of that dupe and delight shit, she just, that's why I put Casey Anthony as the tab next to her on my title, because you look at it, they both have that shit-eating grin on their face. They're both liars. They're both full of crap. Like I said, they both waited 2 months. Well, she waited longer than Casey Anthony, actually. Casey Anthony waited, well, her grandmother, the mother reported it in 30 days. But I don't know. I kind of feel like she kind of suckered them into taking the car and saying it was okay, and maybe they disposed of the body while they were gone in the car, or maybe they asked them to dispose of the body with the car. I don't know, but she even said that they didn't have the baby with her, and they didn't. So where's the baby? She keeps saying it's at this, like, but everywhere they went and all the places that she searched, that she said the baby was at, she was not at any of the places that she claimed the baby was. That's why she's arrested right now. Because she said last night she was going to go get them, and she didn't do it. She didn't produce the baby, so that's why she's arrested. Good night, Lady D. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Check out Conscious Truth's channel. Like I said, she did the body language video on her earlier. And that pretty much showed you, like I said, you could see, like I said, where she would lick her lips. And then when she would get irritated by them asking the same question about her, like I said, she really didn't want to talk about where she was. Like she would elaborate on things that did not matter, but she would not elaborate on where the child actually was, even though the mother and boyfriend had already been arrested. So what is the point of lying or hiding anything at that point, right? Yeah, I think she set her mom up too. I do. I think she set her mom up and the boyfriend because they look like junkies. They're junkies. So she knew it was going to be an easy way for them to look at them and go, oh, yeah, they're strung out, and they stole this car. But even though in reality, it's her boyfriend's parents' car. So the boyfriend actually stole his own parents' car and gave it to her parents. That's what I'm saying. Like they set that mom and her junkie boyfriend up. Yeah, good night, flute musician, and shut the fuck up. Anyways, like, where'd you go? Oh, Rex, come on, baby. Oh, literally has his butt in the camera. I'm so sorry. Highline Justice. We're all doing good. We're kind of just going over the readings that we just did for Evelyn and her mother, who has been arrested finally for not reporting her missing, and then the boyfriend being a part of it because the parents, I feel as if she kind of set the mother and the boyfriend up a little bit because they were junkies and it was easy setup. Like they could kind of just be like, oh, well, you can take this car. His parents know about it. So they took the car. I don't know if they took the girl with them or not, but for some reason, they gave the mother, the car, and the boyfriend. Because in the mugshot, mother's first mugshot, she looks completely like she does not understand why she's being arrested for being in this car. Like almost like she had permission, like I said. And then you see her in court later, and you can see on her face, it's almost like even though it's her daughter who did her wrong, she's not going to say anything. So fancy cups. Really red. Good night, Katie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hunter's parents have a lot of money. So that's what I'm saying. I think that's why when it went down, all of a sudden he had nothing to do with her anymore. She was crazy. She was this, she was that, I think they've already lawyered him up and basically told him to shut his mouth. And that's why you haven't heard nothing from him. That's what I think's going on with him. And honestly, I'm kind of feeling like Ethan and his family lawyered up because they're quiet too now. Like I said, he was supposed to be here today to help her find her. But again, it came out today that she was full of crap and nobody has her. All these places, these trailer parks that she was supposed to be in, this silver trailer, whatever, they went to all the places that she told them about and she was not any of them. Oh yeah, Hunter comes from a lot of money, and so does Ethan. As I'm saying, she's basically like Casey Anthony and Lori Vallow put together, the Black Widow. Like I don't know about as far as money and if that's what Lori Vallow did, what she did, but I'm saying like it seems like she was always pretty well off, So I'm just saying it was like, to me, Black Widows get in the relationships they get into to basically not pay for nothing and be taken care of. So as I'm saying, that's what she reminds me of, Casey Anthony mixed with the Black Widow. Stop it, Rex. Get down. You're going to tear up my chairs. That's enough. That's what I was wondering, Joy. She's not like, there's nothing about her that's like, oh, wow. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's what I'm wondering, too. What do they see in her? That's what I'm saying. I think she drags them in with drugs or something because they're all attractive men and she's not. Like, she's just not. And she doesn't sound intelligent at all. So it's not like it's like brains over beauty or anything like that. It's like she has neither. So I'm just kind of trying to figure out what's so attractive about this girl that she was able to sucker two very good guys that come from good families. I don't want to speak for Ethan as far as his personality. I don't know. But Hunter's been arrested numerous times. I've seen numerous mugshots on him and violating probation and things like that. So again, he was already doing stuff that he shouldn't have been doing, whether he came from money or not. Oh, no shit. The tea time in Britain. Rex, stop. What are you clawing at over there? Hey. Yeah, I get kind of tired too. Yeah, but it was like she would say things that weren't true and then she would lick her lips. It wasn't like she was coming off anything. It was almost like now I'm licking my lips, like I said, just because they're dry. Exactly. Like talking. I've been talking, so I'm licking my lips. But like I said, she was licking her lips. Like she had plenty of time. Like she was crying. She was this, she was that. So, your mouth would, like everything would be watering and going on. So I don't know. She wasn't crying. She didn't really care. Like the crying was like forced, I said, as far as like the licking the lips, she would say it after things that she didn't really want to answer, or that you could tell that she was lying about, like her body language would change. So yeah, I agree. I think they have the three main people in custody. Like I said, I think Hunter's the last one, unfortunately, that needs to be questioned and a little bit more because I don't know if he had anything to do with it. I really don't. But the cards have shown me twice that there were bickering going on about the love between the two of them, and it did involve the child. So, I said, and then the car that the parents were caught in was Hunter's parents' car. So he obviously gave them access to the car. For what? That's what I'm saying. It's like like I said, like I agree. I feel like they set the parents up a little bit. Like I'm saying, obviously I think they did something with Evelyn, but I think they also set up the parents because they knew they would be easy targets. So yeah, it was like tears of being caught, like tears of people not believing her or feeling sorry for her. It wasn't because, like how Casey Anthony, when she cried during trial, she only cried when they talked about what a great person she was. She never cried when they talked about Kaylee at all. Oh, I didn't know you knew them, Abby. I just saw that between you and where am I missing? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My son was a year younger than Kaylee, and that's what I said. And I had a foot surgery, so I watched the whole trial because I had to stay in bed for like a year, pretty much. And like I said, I literally cried when the verdict came down because I'm like, this girl is gonna walk away with nothing. Like, and she basically did. She stayed there 1 week just because they were protecting her for her own, because everybody wanted to kill her because they knew that she killed that baby and she got away with it, and so people were pissed. Yeah, it's probably what was wrong with Katress on her side the other day because, like, that's probably why she was like on her Adam and Eve chair. She was sweating and licking her lips and rolling her eyes and heart racing and sweating bad and moving all around. Yeah, Abby, I saw that. I just didn't know that you knew Hunter. That's all. And I mean, don't take it personal. I don't know how well you know him, like I said, but I think that she got him into whatever it was, unfortunately. I don't know what his life was before her. I didn't see their arrest dates. I just know that he did have a couple of records for like minor like things. And then he ended up dating her. And then obviously some of the things her family done hasn't been so great, and they're more related to drugs. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know what his deal with it is, but I do know that it was odd that he was dating her for a while until the Amber Alert came out, and then all of a sudden he didn't want anything to do with her no more. That was kind of weird. That's what I'm saying. Like, whether it was something that happened in the moment. I don't think it was like they sat there for like a week and planned it out. Or, like, no, let me take that back. I don't think they planned it for months. I think something changed very quickly within a day or so. And whether something happened, some type of argument or something like that. But I mean, you have to remember, I mean, you can see her mother and the boyfriend are on something like meth or something heavy. And where she's from, that's a very heavily used drug. So, I mean, the mother seems like she's on drugs. She doesn't even know her story. She can't even keep it straight. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying that he was doing them, but I'm saying he was around people who were doing heavy drugs. So, I mean, that kind of makes you wonder at that point in his life where he was at, is all I'm saying. Because, like I said, he said it was only what? December till she pretty much like till February, and when the Amber Alert went out that he dated her, and then all of a sudden he wanted nothing to do with her anymore. That's what I thought was odd. But like I said, again, they found the parents in his parents' car. So that's why I'm like, he would have to be the one to steal the keys to his parents' car to give it to her parents or her mother. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can tell in the picture, and I'm just saying because unfortunately it's heavy where we live now, and that's what I'm saying. And I didn't realize it was that bad until I started noticing what it made people look like. So it's very easy for me to notice now, like, because of some of the people, like I said, that we went to school with, and it was kind of like you just never would have thought, and then like you watched it, and it was just like, oh my gosh, like like you see it, and it's like it's sad. Especially because he is a handsome man. Like, he's like I said, both of them were. Ethan and Hunter, they're both very handsome. That's what I'm saying. I don't understand how she even got herself mixed up with them. That's what I'm saying. The only thing you could do, like almost like Allison's case. Allison was beautiful. What the hell was she doing with that boy? Like, I mean, you could tell he was a drug addict. He was super skinny. He had like no hair. His skin was all messed up. Like, it's like she was too pretty to be with him. You know what I mean? Oh, I'm sorry, Krista. But like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and we're hitting about 2 hours though. Yeah, as I'm saying, meth destroys you. Makes like even if you were pure before, you're not gonna be pure by the time you're done. I guarantee you. Meth is like I've seen people change to a whole nother person that I've never even known, to where I'm scared to even be near them by myself. Like, don't even want to walk into their house, because that's how scared of the situation I can be when I was approached by it. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I didn't realize it was so bad. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's really sad that it's because meth is what, if you notice, a lot of times in missing persons or deaths or anything like that, or where things are traded off for money, it's usually involving meth now. That's what I'm saying. So meth is something that's come in that it's like it completely controls the mind almost, it seems, after a certain point. Like, it doesn't matter who you give away, what you give away, what you say. It doesn't matter if you don't even have anywhere to live. That's what I'm saying. It's almost like crack all over again or something. Like, I don't know. It's just, it's a very odd, I don't know. A very dirty tea party. Oh, Red, you're always dirty in the mind. Yeah, are you okay, Krista? Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I knew somebody who was taking it, Jay, and they looked like they were like late 20s when they started taking it. By the time they got super into it, they looked like they were like in their late 30s going into their 40s. Now that they stopped, they look like they're back into their like late to early 30s. Like, they look like they've gained 10 years back. That's what I'm saying. It's like, I don't know. That's some other stuff. Oh, I love you, Carissa. I'm sorry that you're having a hard night. Yes, it has. Like I said, and I want to thank y'all all for joining me. Like I said, but I am tired, so I'm going to go ahead and take my contacts out and kind of get ready for bed. But that is going to be the reading again. Like I said, I had fun talking to all y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I again apologize for all the trolls, but we did get kind of high up there at some point for the chat, so that kind of happens, unfortunately. So, but again, we want to thank all the mods for doing a great job at keeping the room running smooth. Y'all did a great job, and as far as everybody else, like I said, just thank you for joining us. Like I said, we greatly appreciate it. I hope that I know I came off strong in the beginning, but I was a little bit upset by the fact that she was saying things that weren't true consistently, like contradicting herself every other interview she took, and then was blaming it on people like us. It's like, no, this is your fault, sweetheart. You waited 2 months. You know what I mean? 2 months. You didn't even tell the kid whose supposed father that the kid was missing. But it's our fault. Like, that's what I said. I was upset about that. So, again, I apologize for the rant in the beginning, but I hope that the readings kind of made up for that and gave a little bit more clarity to the situation. So, again, I want to thank y'all for joining me and being part of Southern Soul Tarot fam. I'm going to go ahead and head off to bed, but I might stop by in the afternoon if y'all are up for it. I might do a reading special for like between 11 and 1. So I will let y'all know early in the morning on the community tab if I decide to do those reading specials. But again, I want to thank y'all for joining me, and y'all have a good night. Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Lily, Anita, Red, Miss First Lady. Love you all, like I said, and you just like click on, like, there should be like my page at the bottom of this. I don't know what it looks like because it shows me a different studio than what you're looking at. But if you go to if you type in Southern Soul Tarot on YouTube, it'll take you to my main page, and then you subscribe there. There's gonna be a subscribe bar like over here and a notification bell over here whenever you go to like my main page. And so, well, yeah, I mean, it's normally over here, but again, that's when I upload videos. So again, but yeah, so you can go to my main page on YouTube, and that will let you subscribe there, and you can hit the notification bell. So when I have more chats like this, that you can be a part of it, like in live time. So again, I want to thank y'all all for being here. Like I said, I'm going to sign out. Yeah, and if, like Miss Texas said, if there's any gypsies that are, or, within that kind of lifestyle, if y'all want to leave maybe some type of comment, if y'all agree or if y'all don't agree. Like I said, if not, that's fine too. I know it's something that's not very talked about. Yeah, they transported Boswell's mom from wherever it was she was arrested, and they're supposed to be transporting the boyfriend, I think, tomorrow. So, but I know they were transporting him on different days. But the mom's getting transported here back. The daughter just got booked, and then the boyfriend's being transported, I want to say, tomorrow. But again, did you make it? A gender twat? Why would they ban you for that? That's not really bullying or racist. I mean, gender means red, and a twat's just someone who's getting on your nerves. That's not racist. Genderist. Yeah, Rex is losing. So I'm about to go to bed so I don't have to hear it anymore. Excuse me, y'all. I get allergies really bad at night. Oh, yeah, they will. They're going to flip on each other whenever it's time to go to court. I said the mom's going to be like, she told us to take the car. He told us to take the car. He gave me the keys. Like he said, because the mom and boyfriend would have had to have gone to his parents' house and stole the car if he didn't do it. So I don't believe they stole his car that he was possibly driving from his parents and then drove across state and then just did it for no reason. I think she was trying to help her daughter hide what she did. And so she's trying to kind of help her take the fall. But once she realizes the daughter blamed it all on her is when she's going to flip, I feel like. And so will the boyfriend. Yeah, but it'll take time. I said about 2 to 3 months, I think it said, or 2 to 3 weeks. So they'll do it soon. They don't have the backup to not do it soon. You know what I'm saying? Lawyers cost money. So okay, so like I said, love you guys. I'm going to sign out. And I want to thank y'all for joining me. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get ready for bed, but I will try to go ahead and do like I normally kind of do like a lunch special like reading or but we'll see what happens. I'll poll it in the morning and see if y'all are interested in it. If not, then I'll wait for tomorrow night for y'all to go ahead and do it. We'll do it then. But I do have a private reading I'm uploading tomorrow. I don't know if they're here or not, but they are the next one. I spoke to them long ago, so I'll be uploading that one. And then yeah, I'm sorry. My cat's like about to like staring at a candle like he's gonna knock it over. Rex, come here. Get away from that candle. Yes, they did. They did a great job. Mods did a great job of running the room. Thank y'all again. Thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you everyone. Like I said, as y'all are leaving, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. We had a great chat tonight. And I think that we were able to call Megan Boswell, Megan or Maggie Woods, Maggie Boswell, whatever the hell her name is. We were able to call her out on a bunch of her BS. So thank you all for that. Like I said, and y'all are very welcome. Thank you. Like I said, I appreciate it. Like I said, I wanted to do justice for Evelyn, and her mother's not doing it, so somebody has to, right? So, again, like I said, y'all have a good night. I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. I'm going to head off to bed so I can hopefully get a live in with y'all tomorrow afternoon. So I love you guys. Thanks for being a part of the Southern Soul Tarot fam. Thank you for waiting for me again. I apologize for the delay. But I will see y'all again soon, and y'all have a good night. Love you guys.